Welcome to the Yessy's Designs podcast. My name is Yessy. I'm the knitter and the knitwear designer behind Yessy's Designs. In my podcast, I share with you my current projects, what pieces I have been working on, the pieces that are finished. I may share with you what is new on the website. I also share with you some of the places we have been at since the last podcast. So today, the episode is not going to be too long. It's actually going to be very short and a lot to the point because we have been having some issues with the software when we are editing and uploading everything on YouTube. So I'm going to try not to make it too long, but very enjoyable for you. I hope that you have a great time as you watch the podcast, that you have maybe a project that you're working on, maybe something to drink. Just sit down, relax, and I'm ready to share with you some of the things that have happened after the last podcast. Today, I am not wearing anything that is needed. It's a little hot today. It's raining, so maybe you're gonna hear in the background some of that soothing rain noise. It's been a day where I have been organizing a few things and taking out some things. So I put myself together and put something on, but I'm a little bit too hot to wear something that is neat for now. But maybe in the next episode, we have not been having that many hot days here in Connecticut. It's actually kind of a cool June, and I cannot wait to just be enjoying the heat. I love the heat. So I'm not wearing anything that is neat today, but I have some finished pieces that I would love to show you. So I'm going to start with the Ridge Beanie. So the Ridge Beanie pattern is currently being tested, and I cannot wait to see the Ridge Beanies that the testers are working on. The testing process just started, and I am so excited to release this pattern for you. So before I show you the beanie, I already wrote a blog post that shows why this beanie is so special to me. So just to give you a little bit of a kind of a preview so you can have an idea, but I would appreciate if when the blog post comes out, if you can take a little time to read it. So I started knitting in 2008, and it took me a few years to release my first pattern. Everything went through my mind. I believed everything. I'm not a designer. Do we have to get some kind of a degree to release something? I'm not good enough. What I know is so basic. You name it. I thought of everything. So what I did, because at the time I was just making for craft shows, pop-up markets. I had my pieces on Etsy. I designed a few beanies, but the first one that I released is called the Mary beanie. So Mary, we call my mother Mari in Spanish. It's written the same as in English, Mary. So I named this hat after her. And this design has two cables. It has a small cable and it has a bigger cable in between the small cables. And I can tell you that I made more than 100 Mary beanies. It was my most popular pattern for many years until I released the Magnolia headband. So now they are kind of on the same how will you say, like the same level of popularity? They are both so loved in my website, Etsy, Ravelry. So every time I made the Mary beanie, that small cable, I just love to work on it. I really enjoy working on that tiny cable in between of the bigger cable. And I released that pattern. I'm so happy that you guys love it so much. It's always special when I see that somebody purchased the pattern and now they are going to work on it. Then I released, I don't remember now the order, but one of the beanies that was released later is called the Isabella beanie. So it has also two cables, and I included that little cable that I learned to love so much. And then I released the Magdalena beanie last year, and I included that little cable as well in that design. So It's funny that some of the testers that I work with, they have worked either on the Mary or the Isabella. So they said, yes, is that the same cable? And it's like, yes, it's the same. I just loved it so much. But I think it's time to officially say goodbye to that little tiny cable that I fell in love with. So I wanted to design something that is just about that little cable, and I just put it everywhere around this beanie. So I'm gonna show you my finished Ridge Beanie. So this cable is so cute, it's so full of texture. You can see there perfectly. It's a delight to work on this tiny cable. Now, a lot of knitters are experienced enough that maybe they don't need to use a cable needle when you're working on this cable. I still use a cable needle. I love that part of the process too, the putting it in and taking it out and in and out. So I do a lot of that, obviously, in this beanie, and it's just so precious. So I hope that you get to see the testers that are working on this beanie. I look forward to release it, to see who's gonna be making it, and it's just so pretty. So let me show you the other three. This is yarn from Round Mountain Fibers. I shared this with you, I believe, on my previous episode. This color is called Lichen Green. I apologize again. I should have looked at how to say that word. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it's a beautiful shade of green. Oops. Here we have this one. Let me fix the folded brim for a second. So the folded brim allows you to wear the beanie however you want. Do you want it with a little slouch? Do you want it more fitted to the head? You can adjust that with the folded brim. So this color, this is called Jewel Wheat Stem. The first blue color that I show you is Cohosh Blue. And this last one, this is one of my favorite colorways. It's Cactus Pink. So look at all these cables. It's just so pretty. I love working with the yarn from Round Mountain Fibers. I also share with you on the last podcast that Monica from Round Mountain Fibers, she gave me the yarn support for this beanie. So she gave me these 4 beautiful, beautiful colors, and it is soft. The quality is outstanding. I have worked with her yarn before, and my local yarn store, Stars Hollow Yarns, they have a selection of Round Mountain Fibers too. So in the blog post and here as well, I'm going to be writing a link so you can go to Monica's Instagram page, to her Facebook, and to my local yarn store in case you would like to check the selection that Lisa has at the store, and she can send it to you. So this is just so beautiful. This has me so excited, and I cannot wait. I'm going to be making more for one of the local shops that I'm going to be working with this year. And if you remember, if you watched the last episode, I applied for one pop-up market and I haven't heard back. So I'm hoping that it's still too early to accept, but that would be the only pop-up market that I would apply to. It is a beautiful location. It's just for makers, and it's just absolutely stunning. So if I don't get accepted there, I won't apply. I'm not going to apply to any other craft show. I'm going to be a little stubborn with that. And everything that I will be working on would be for the local shop that I'm going to be working on downtown. So when I start, most likely it's going to be in August or early September. I'm going to make sure to show you footage. Maybe I do a live in there. But it's going to be exciting to have just a section from the store just with my design. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's it for, about the Ridge Beanie. Now I have some Sophie shawls that I made. They are right now on my website, these finished pieces. So if you're not a knitter and you would like to purchase finished pieces that I have made, please go ahead and go to the website. You're going to find a collection called Ready to Ship Pieces. So you can go there and you can take a look at all the beanies that are there. I think I have a couple of tops for summer. So you can take a look at that. And also the Sophie shawls are listed there. So We Are Knitters, they sent me some of their cotton yarn, and it was just perfect to make these Sophie shawls. So I have made a few in wool and different wool blends, perfect for fall, perfect for winter. But when I saw this yarn, it was just, the yarn is just so pretty, so soft, and it's just perfect for the Sophie shawl if you want to wear it spring and summer. It's just so beautiful. So I made the first one, and I knew that I made the right decision using that yarn for this pattern. So I'm going to show you this one. This is in the colorway Natural, and it's just so, so pretty. I took my daughter to the lake to take a few pictures of how this shawl looks on. So I'm going to include that here in the footage. It's the drape is absolutely stunning of this yarn. So there are two in natural that are listed on my website, and there is one in this beautiful red. I think we all need a red piece. My mother is one of the ones that she says you should wear red lipstick. She loves, the red everything in her lips, in her nails, and I didn't get that part of her wearing the red lipstick and everything, but I love to wear red. I have a few pieces in red, and I don't know if it really suits my skin or anything like that, but the few pieces that I have in red, I absolutely love them. So this beautiful Sophie shawl, it's also on my website, ready for you. So I made, did I mention that already? I made one in red and two in natural. So you're going to find them in the website. And I finished my daughter's Candlewood cardigan. I showed that a few weeks ago on my Instagram, and it's just absolutely precious. She has used it a few times, and what she says, besides the fact that she loves the color, is how soft it is. So this is her latest Candlewood cardigan. So pretty. So if you haven't watched the other episodes, I made a couple modifications on this pattern. So the sleeve, they are the same. I just made them a little bit longer so she can wear it for a while. And I made it longer. So I made the cardigan longer. I'm going to include some pictures here as I talk. And this portion where the twisted stitches are, I also made it longer. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. She has used it a few times. Even when the days are kind of hot, because the mornings and the evenings are still cool here in Connecticut. So I know she's going to be using that a lot. And I believe that is it for finished pieces. So I know they don't look like too many. And no, maybe they are not that they are not that many. But we have been doing so many things outside. Now that the weather is a little better, we can spend more time outside. I'm not outside too much when it's really cold. I'm not, honestly. So we have been going to a few places and doing a few things that the town offers during these spring and summer months. So one of the places I took my daughter, and I'm going to include some footage in here. We went to a place in the town next to ours, Brookfield. It's called the Pottery Factory. We went there for the first time. They have been there for a few years, and I never knew they were there. So we went, and I took her thinking that we were going to do the whole thing about pottery, like making the actual piece and all of that. So it wasn't like that. And I think she loved this part way much more than if it was the making the piece. So she had a beautiful selection of things that she could choose from to paint. So we got a little class of how to use the colors, the glaze, when to add it, how many coats, and it was so nice. It was very nice. I know we're going to be back at some point. So that day I brought my knitting. But the next time I think I'm going to be painting as well. So I'm gonna show you here the final product. So she chose an unicorn. Let me see. Okay, maybe you can see some in there. Maybe if I put it here, it looks too bright, right? Let me see what I can do. Okay, let me see if this works. This is just a last minute decision. So let me use the Esteban cowl, and let me put this as a background to see if you can see the colors better. Okay, maybe you can see, there you go. So you can see she used 3 different colors for the mane, and it's just so pretty. It's super shiny. It's so cute. We were there for the whole morning, actually. She had to put 3 coats on everything. We had to wait for that to dry to apply the next coat and the next coat, and then at the end she added glitter and all the sparkly things that they had in there. So now she has these all nicely in her bedroom. Yeah, this is too bright. I think this is not working too much, but you get the idea. Well, it's just so pretty. It's totally her. She couldn't have chosen. I would have been surprised if she saw that unicorn and she chose something else. It's super pretty. We love the process again. And we had so much fun being there. We had a very nice music in the background. The whole place was just for us. There was nobody else until it was time for us to leave. And then we had lunch there in Brookfield. So we made it into a very, into a girly day. That's how we did that Friday. Then after that same day, we went to an event. I'm also going to show some footage in here. Every year there is an event here in my town called Goat Days. Goat, G-O-A-T, in case I'm saying that wrong. So it was the first time that we attended. I don't know why we haven't attended before, but it was really nice. So obviously they had goats in there, baby goats, and we saw how they fed them, how they called them. It was so cute. We also had sheep in there that we got to see. And they also had like food trucks. We were there also with some of our neighbors from Create a Castle. So if you watch, for example, Shark Tank, maybe you're familiar with Create a Castle. So I got some pieces, and I think I'm mixing something, but since I'm talking about the Goat Days, we got a couple pieces for my nephew for when we go to Colombia. So I was talking to Kevin and his wife, and for example, going to the beach and growing by the beach, we always made sandcastles, but it was, with a regular bucket, and, it was just, just a regular bucket. I don't know how to explain the rest, but it was a very basic sandcastle. So we got something for my nephew, so when he goes to the beach, he can make his sandcastles in a fancier and more beautiful way. So it's really cool, and it's this is the starter kit. So these kits, there is another one that is bigger than this one, and that's the one that we got to keep here. So you have all the tools that you need to make a castle, and we got a toolkit. So you have the tools in there to make castles, and this is really good for obviously at the beach, but also when it snows, you can make the castles with the snow. So we haven't done that yet. So this winter, now we have an extra activity to do at home with Create a Castle, and it's the coolest thing to make the sandcastle. So I'm gonna also share their link here in the description below, and I have shared in my stories like the times that we have been at the lake. We have been bringing the Create a Castle kit that we have, and everybody is just amazed because it really looks like a castle. So you have, with the tools, you can make, for example, the door, you can make the windows, You can put the little things on top of the tower. So for example, let me see if you can see, that's one in the snow. And then you have here how they can look when you are at the beach with the sun. So I already showed it to my nephew, and he cannot wait. Obviously, he can wait. So in Go Days, they also had some rides, just a few rides, and the kids went on the rides, and it was very nice. It was just something different to do for that day, and it's cool. I mean, after again many years of being here and growing up in the city, I love these little fairs or events that my town puts together. It's a very active downtown. So it was very cool to go there. We all had a lot of fun, and we ate, obviously, but the cutest thing was obviously the animals, the goats and the sheep. It was just super, super cute. So again, I haven't been knitting as much because we have been doing so many more things outside. We're going to the lake as much as we can. And that's it. I think that's what summer is all about. So as a business, there are so many things that you can do in the summer. You know, when the pieces are designed for fall or winter, for example, most of them, you know, you can still do things to maybe update the website. I did that this morning, everything that needed to be updated, things that I thought I had and they were not available. For example, like leaving a review when you get a finished piece or a pattern or anything that you get on the website. I added that. I thought the option was on, and it wasn't. So I spent the morning, besides everything around the house, I stayed with the website and did a few things for a couple of hours. So take a look at that. If you purchase anything on my website, please make sure to leave a review. That is going to help me, and it's going to help others to see if, you know, the quality of the work or what you think of the pattern. You can also add pictures. Well, I think you can add pictures, so I'll see that when the first person leaves a review. I included an option where you can upload the pictures, so I hope it works. So the first one who leaves a review is going to be the one letting me know how everything is. So that's about finished pieces. Now let's go to works in projects. I just have two, and they are super cute. So one of them is a Sophie shawl. I'm making one with this yarn from Lion Brand yarn. It's called Confetti. It has all these beautiful, beautiful colors. And let me see, this is 50% acrylic and 50% cotton. So you can use this spring, summer, but you can also use it in the fall and the winter because it has some acrylic, very soft to the skin. It doesn't have the same feel as cotton. This is actually a little warmer than that. So I'm making a Sophie shawl in those colors, and it is the cutest thing. So my guess is that my daughter is gonna ask to keep this one, and if she does, then she will have it. But I'm trying to make it for the website, and then when it's time to make a decision about what to keep in the website and what to keep at the store that I'm gonna be at, then I will see where this one will go. But if you already know how the Sophie shawl looks and you love this color, send me an email to jessysdesigns@gmail.com if you would like to know a little bit more about this shawl because you would like to have it. So feel free to send me an email or a direct message on my Instagram. I check them often, the messages as well. So I'm more active on my Instagram, but if you send me an email, I check my email a couple times a day, so I will get to you to answer your questions. Okay, now, the other WIP. It's one that also has me so excited, and it is here in one of my new project bags from Mood Living. This is a canvas tote. It's big, so sweater quantity, yarn, it all fits here. Sweater project fits in here, so I'm very excited to use this new bag. So before I show you what's in there, I'm gonna show you what is the yarn. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you what is the yarn that I'm working with. So I'm using this yarn. This is from the Yarn Collective. It's Hudson worsted, extra fine merino wool and yak. This is from Lovecrafts, and it's super soft. The color is so pretty. Perfect for winter. I have been loving grays for a few years already for winter, and this is just a beautiful shade. So I'm working on the adult version of the Milagro sweater. So quite a few of you have made the Milagro sweater for children. That is already in all of my shops, in case you're not familiar. The Milagro sweater is raglan. It's raglan construction. And so it's very beginner friendly. I'm still working on the yoke, and I'm getting closer to divide the body and the sleeves. So this is one sleeve in here. I'm using 5mm needles. And let me see what else is in this project. Oh, and one of my new stitch markers from Knit Together with Kim and Jonah. Let me see if you can see there. Can you see it? It's a little blurry, but it's such a cute stitch marker. They really look like Kim and Jonah. So Kim, Jonah, and I are working on my Milagro sweater. So I already made like half of it, and then I didn't like the body too much. I wanna add something to the body to give it a little bit more shape. So I ripped it off and I'm starting again. So I hope that this is it. So stay tuned, because once this is ready, I'm gonna be typing the pattern, send that to my tech editor, and then have a tester call. So the time frame is gonna be very forgiving. I'm gonna try to have everything ready before we go to Colombia. We are leaving in just a few weeks. I'm gonna try to have everything ready, and then the tester call will take place. And I would like to release the Milagros sweater for adults early in the fall. Ideally, is that how you say it? If I could choose a date, it would be like the first day of fall, just to start the fall on that note. But I'll see how everything goes from here to there, so you are not like working on a sweater for just a short time, or in the weeks that are supposed to be very hot. Like August is usually a very hot month. So I would like to give you more time to work on this sweater, even though it's very beginner friendly. And I have more yarn to make one for my daughter as well in cotton. I believe it's cotton, that yarn. So after I finish this one, that will be on my needles, and hopefully she can bring it to Colombia with her. So I'll show you that at some point. So about the podcast, most likely this might be the last podcast until we come back, or maybe I try to record something that is short. I don't think this is too short already. Well, 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes. So I say goodbye to you before we leave, and share something that has happened from now until then. And then I'll see you when we come back, and I will make sure to bring as much footage as possible. I will be very excited to show you so many things. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe that next podcast could be about what projects I'm gonna bring with me. So if that's something that you think you would enjoy, let me know in the comments. What would you like to see in the next episode? So I don't want to bring too many things, because we are going to be outside most of the time. When I'm with my nephews, I'm not going to be knitting at all. We're just going to be playing for the time that we are going to be there and at the beach. So I don't picture myself knitting for a long time. So far, I would like to bring, if I haven't finished the blouse that I'm going to make for my daughter, then I will bring that, and maybe yarn to maybe make a few Sophie shawls. it's easy enough that I could be talking and knitting, but again, I don't think I'm gonna be talking and knitting because I haven't seen them in a while. So I just wanna put all my attention where it should be. I don't think they're gonna be, maybe, I don't think there is gonna be a time when I'm gonna be by myself. So let's see what happens. Now, I'm going to share with you also some footage of Worldwide Knitting Public Day. That was super fun. Usually we go to a park, or if I knit outside of my house, all the neighbors can see me knitting. So I could bring my knitting to a lot of places. So I'm used to people just walking by and asking what I'm making, what I'm working on. And so I knit a lot in public places. But this time we went to my local yarn store, Stars Hollow Yarns, and they had a beautiful section outside with the chairs. So we were right by the road. So we had a lot of cars coming our way. And my daughter and I, we had a beautiful time. They gave us some drinks, some snacks, and it was just beautiful. So if you missed that, I shared a little bit on my Instagram, but I'm going to include some footage in here. So thank you so much, Lisa, and the whole team from Stars Hollow to make this day very, very special. So I think that's it. Surprisingly, that is it. I could talk a lot more, but I always tell my son it's not going to be a super long video in case we have issues with the software. So what I'm going to do now is that I am going to share with you some happy mail. Okay, so I show you already the project bag that I got from Mood, and also they sent me this beautiful bag. This is called Hiba. So this was very happy mail. This is from Mood, and here I have look at this. I have this beautiful yarn. This is from Blue Sky Fibers, and I'm gonna be working on a sweater. So I will show you what sweater it is. It's not one of my designs. It's by another designer that I really, truly love her work. So I'm going to be making a sweater with this yarn from Blue Sky Fibers, and that is the perfect bag for that. So that's about Happy Mail. And I also got, this is an acquisition from my local yarn store. They have mystery bags. So I purchased one mystery bag, and I know that I'm missing something, but now I cannot remember what it is. So I just have 3 things in here, and I don't know what I'm missing. I just forgot. Maybe I used it already. So this beautiful button. This is Hannah's Ideas in Wood. I don't know where I'm going to use this button yet, but it will be put to good use. In the mystery bag, there was a washi tape. Let me see. Okay, kind of. There you go. It's a beautiful, beautiful washi tape. And I got this cute tin, T-I-N, with stitch markers inside. And let me use this in here again. Oops. There you go, for showing that to you. Let me move that away from the computer. So it has these beautiful stitch markers, and I love everything that is pretty, tiny, pretty, delicate. So this is just perfect. So I have some stitch markers in this tin with a pair. It's very cute. So they have quite a few bags over there with mystery things, and I just thought it would be fun just to be surprised. So that's it. Now I'm gonna tell you who is the prize winner from episode 8. So the winner is Shirley McGregor. Thank you so much for your comment, Shirley. I have been in contact with Shirley a few times over the years. So thank you for being here, Shirley. And what Shirley is gonna get is this beautiful yarn from The Croft. I purchased this yarn at my local yarn store, Stars Hollow. I'm going to send it your way, Shirley, so make sure to contact me, send me an email with your information, your address, and everything, so I can send you this beautiful yarn and maybe another goodie or 2. So thank you for being here. Now, to participate in the prizes, I would just ask you to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. That helps me so much. I don't know how things work too much on YouTube, but I know that the likes and the subscribing, that helps my channel. If you leave a comment, that's great. So if you want to participate for the prize for this episode, episode 9, just leave me a comment. Anything you want to share with me. You want to share with me what is the project you're working on, what yarns are you using, something fun that you're going to be needing this season, anything. If you want to participate in the conversation, if at some point I mention something and you want to add to it, give me your opinion, just put that in the comments and I'm going to read them, of course. And that way you're going to enter for the prize for this month. So with that, give me just 1 second to get it. Okay, so the prize for this episode is this yarn from Garthenor. This yarn is called Orchard. This is Garthenor Organic Priselli. This is Organic Polworth, Romney, and Hebridean wool. I have worked with this yarn before, and the colors from this yarn, from the brand, they are very pretty. And this is one of the ones that I worked with a while ago, and it's just so beautiful. Perfect for spring, perfect for summer. And along with this, you're gonna have the opportunity to get a wool wash. This is soak. I also purchased this at my local yarn store. So the smell of this wool wash is just amazing. It is just so beautiful. So this is the prize for this episode. Make sure that you leave a comment to enter, and I will choose a winner right before I record the next episode. So that's it from me for this time. I hope that you're having a great summer. I hope that you're working on beautiful, beautiful things, big or small. Enjoy working. I hope that you're also able to go outside and enjoy the beauty of this season. I know that in my case, summer is my favorite season, hands down. And I just describe how much I love summer, to see everything green, to see all the trees looking so amazing. It's just so beautiful. So I love the heat as well. So you won't find me complaining about the heat, maybe except for today when I couldn't wear anything that was needed because it's not that I'm hot, but I was busy doing too many things. So I think a little bit overheated. I don't know if that's an expression, but I'm just too hot from doing everything that I was doing. So let me just make sure that I shared everything that I wanted to share with you. Oh, no, there is something that I am missing, and it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful about Happy Mail. So I have a friend, her name is Christina, and she's so talented. She's a personal friend. And we also went to one of the places where we did our the only place I went to do my markets before COVID. She would also be there with a lot of things that she knows how to make. Things for like hair accessories, wreaths for the doors. Beautiful, beautiful work. And if I am correct, like when COVID started, or maybe a little bit before COVID, she started to learn about cutting wood with a laser. I might be so wrong saying this. I know there is a name for that, wood laser cutting, but she gave me, this is Happy Meal. She gave me this beautiful, look at this. Oh, I love butterflies and flowers and things that are just so pretty. So she made, and she and her brother, they are from Guyana, they made this beautiful cutout of a butterfly with flowers. So I was just so touched that she gave me this. She has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces in her Etsy. So I'm also gonna put a link in here for you to go visit, and very reasonably priced for the work that goes into this. So what I'm gonna do with this is that you see this door here, that's the door, like the entrance to my studio. So on the other side, we need to paint the door on the other side, because this used to be my son's room when he was a baby, just for maybe the first 3-4 years he stayed in this room, and now it's my studio, obviously. So on the other side of the wall, I had some letters with his name, and I took them out to put them now in his new bedroom. So that part we have to paint. So after that is painted, I'm gonna hang this on the door. So this is just gonna show that this is my room. That this is my studio, my space. So all the ones that really, really know me, they know that I love butterflies. Don't ask me like the facts about the butterflies. I know a few things, but it's not like I'm an expert. I just love butterflies. So that's it. That's it about everything that I wanted to share with you today. So I hope that you had a good time. I hope that you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like, to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, if you would like to see what is coming next from my studio in Connecticut to you, wherever you are. Enjoy what you are making, enjoy what you're working on, find the beauty in the little things. And I'm going to leave you now with just a very short video of the cutest dog. We just saw it a few days ago on the lake, swimming happily in the lake. So I just took a little bit of footage on that, because as we watched it, because he stayed there for a long time, it was just so beautiful to watch, so relaxing. So I hope that you find some relaxation in watching this little video of a very happy dog just minding its own business. So I'll see you next time. Happy knitting and happy making.